welcome to or welcome back to Noras Cove. If you're new here, I am Yoshida, and here at the Cove, we like to budget and plan in confidence using a planner. But today, you guys, I have a new series. I've been thinking about this for a while, and also this series came to be because of two things. I was going through old messages and I came across someone asking me to show how to format a planner. Also, my bestie, hey bestie, she's new to the planning gang and I wanted the planning community, and I wanted to show new planners because I noticed on TikTok there's a lot of new planners. A lot of people are interested in all the paper and pens and all the things, and some of us has been here for years. And so this is just my take. There are other videos you probably can check out here on YouTube or TikTok, and I may also extend this to TikTok, but for now we're going to stick over here on YouTube. And I just want to show all the new planners, like, don't go by everything. Like, make sure these are some of the things I want you to make sure that you'll be using, because you will change. If you don't know, you will change. But let's get started. So this is part one, and in part one we're just going to talk about different sizes, different planners, and this way you can find out what will fit you, what will fit your everyday life, how you plan, what are you comfortable with, all that great stuff. So we're going to get started, and I just whipped out my A5. So let's start with rings. So you have ring planners. This is an A5. A5 is a very popular size for beginner planners. That and personal are very popular sizes for new planners. So in an A5, you have rings. And here is the situation with ring planners. In an A5, if you are a person who writes big, A5 may be perfect for you because you have a lot of space, especially here on a monthly calendar. I'm going to go to like my weekly. And that's what I kind of love about A5, is because I technically write big, but I've just formatted myself to write smaller and smaller planners. So that's something to consider. You have more space in like a bigger planner, a A5. We'll also talk about bigger planners when we get to the disc size. But with a ring planner, you can add dashboards and all this great stuff, and we'll get into that in other parts of our series. But you can, with a ring planner, you can add what you want to that planner. You can take out inserts, you can add inserts, you can customize a ring planner, unlike a coil bound planner, but we'll get into that. So again, A5 is a popular size for new beginners. Again, you get a lot of room in this. Again, it's customizable. Next on the popular list is personal size. A lot of people like personal because it is very everyday. We call it here in the community EDC, which means everyday carry. It's easy to carry in a bag. It's easy to carry in your purse. And it's a nice little size. Again, it is rings as well. We have come with pockets. This particular planner comes with a back pocket that you can store stuff in. Again, it's customizable for your dashboards, your inserts. Again, you can take out inserts, you can put in inserts. You can also do some decorating. You can add pin loops. And some planners, ring planners, come with fly leaves. This particular one doesn't. And most fly leaves, they have a section where you can add more cards to it. But again, that's it for the ring planners. But again, ring planners, they give you more options to customize it and make it your own. You can even create your own dashboards, inserts, and all of that great stuff. And again, we are talking about the personal. The personal is a little smaller. It's for narrow. It's really narrow, but you don't get a lot of room as you do in the A5. And I'm going to show you that same insert. So as you can see, compared, it's not a lot of room. It's very small. So if you can write small, personal may be the size for you. Let's get into disc planners. This is my budget planner. These are Happy Planner discs. Well, these are by cloth and paper, but this is the Happy Planner classic size. Again, this is a big planner. This is also a newbie friendly planner because this size is something that you can pick up at Michael's or anything like that. Also, you can get these type of planners like this one I have here. Most of my cover comes from, this plastic cover comes from Cloth and Paper. The discs are from Cloth and Paper. And the reason this is also a popular size, again, because you have all of this area to write. Is big. Again, if you're a big planner or you write big, this is perfect for you. Again, this is my budget planner, so there are no weekly like inserts in here, but as you can see, you get plenty of room. It's wider, but again, a lot of people don't carry this every day. It's mainly at home. It's popular for a budget planner, but there are people who do carry this size with them every day, especially if they write big. But this is the Happy Planner size. Again, this is a popular size amongst newbies in the community because they can go to Michael's, get this already set up with everything in there, but they will shop other shops online to get customized dashboards like this. Of course, you can get this at Noras Cove. Also, you can get these clear dividers and make them your own from other shops like Cloth and Paper. And then you can get the labels to go as well. Get those custom made, or some of them even come with the labels to let you know what section, if you're monthly, your weekly, your daily, your finances, list, and so on and so forth. Again, this is Classic Happy Planner. This is a popular size again amongst newbies. And here in the community, we call it CHP, Classic Happy Planner. Another popular new size for newbies is the Mini HP, Happy Planner Mini HP. So we call it here in the community HP Mini. Again, this is a disc planner. It also can be taken every day as an everyday carry. But the good thing about disc planners is, again, you can make it your own. A lot of people like disc planners because they can do this. They can take the paper out. It's easy to punch in. Again, it's very customizable. This is also a size that you can go to Michael's and purchase, but you can also order other things to go in it from other shops, planner shops online. Also, it's a nice size for writing. This is great for medium to small handwriting. Depending on your inserts, you also can, if you're a big writer or you write big, this is also great for you. Here, I like it because I write medium to big, sometimes small, but it's like perfect for me. And this is not my everyday carry. This is my business planner. Some people use it as a budget planner. Whatever is good for you. Some people use it for journaling. But again, it is customizable. It is, again, a newbie favorite for planning. And again, you can customize it. My girl is kind of thick, okay? She's thick, so we're not going to talk about her too much. But everything I need is in here. And I've fallen in love with this personally because I can put a lot of stuff in here. I don't have to worry about breaking my rings or anything like that. And that's something else to consider. What would you need your planner for? What size? Do you want to carry it every day? I sometimes carry her every day, but she goes in a bag. I couldn't possibly carry this hefty thing in a purse, but possibly could. And also, you're going to think about your disc size. If you decide to go with disc, what size disc would you like? Let me do this. I presently have 1.5 inch in here, and this is perfect for me. The biggest size that I've heard of is 2 inches. 2 inches are really big. It's great for if you have a whole lot to get in your planner, but for me, 1.5 is perfect. It's the largest size that I need. Next up, we have a new size that's new to the community within the past few years, which is the CP Petite size. This size was designed and created by Cloth and Paper. That's why it's called CP. So Cloth and Paper Petite Planner. And they make custom vinyls for this. And besides my shop, there are a few other shops who carry their size. And I have 1.5 inch disc in here now. And these also are by Cloth and Paper. Again, it is great because you can customize, you can take pages out, and you can add them back in. Now, you're not going to get this at Michael's, okay? You got to go specifically to Cloth and Paper to get their inserts, their sizes. Like I said, some inserts you can find on certain stores. And yeah, it's very customizable, but I highly recommend starting with Cloth and Paper because they have everything that you need to create a full planner using this size. And I'll be sure to link them below. Again, this is new to the community within the past few years. A lot of people like it. I like it. It is considered my EDC, which is everyday carry, because again, like I was saying, you can put it in a purse, you can grab it, throw it in your bag, and it's wide enough that I don't need to go write too small. But also, if you're a big writer, or some people use it as just note-taking, you can use it for that. But it has very many functions and ways that you can use it. Again, it's customizable. And lastly, again, it is new to the community within the past few years. I'm not sure how many years it's been, maybe 4. Somebody help me out if you know in the comments. Next up, we have TNs. TNs have been around for a long time, and TNs means traveler's notebooks. So these are basically traveler notebooks. They come with strings, and you hook your books in there, and a lot of times they come with like note pages or graph. They do have some with weekly inserts. Some come just blank for those creatives out there. If you're a creator and you just like blank paper, you don't want any lines, you don't want any dots, you don't want any graphs, you can get a blank TN notebook, and you would slide it through the rings that are here in the back. Also, these come out. They're just not here forever. You put them here and you can take them out. Now, this size is considered a Pocket Plus. This was purchased with cloth and paper, so you can take this out and you can write it right on your, in your notebook, but you can also put it back in with the rest of the notebooks. And this is good for someone who just wants to throw a planner in their bag, take notes, or all that great stuff. They don't need the ring bound. They don't want to do any type of adjustments. They don't want to personalize it. Again, because when you get the TNs, they're kind of, what you see is what you get. Now, there are shops who sell tip ends. I'm quoting unquoting tip ends is where you take, let's say you want a dashboard or a piece of vellum in here, and you would take it, it's been cut to the size of that TN planner, and you would take a little piece of tape and tip it in, and it would stick. Some double-sided tape, and it will stick in, and you can customize it that way. So the community, they've gotten real fancy. They've found different ways to use TNs and make them customizable. So again, this is the Pocket Plus, and this is from Cloth and Paper. And see, this is how I did. I did a quote-unquote tip-in, but I just used a magnetic clip. And yeah, so some of them come like this, which is dot grid. Again, some of them are blank. Some of them come like a task list. Again, we have grid. This is like a weekly, considered like a weekly section, or a Hobonichi. That's another day, that's another part for another day, but you can get it in Hobonichi style, which is a bound notebook for the newbies. And then this one here has calendars in it. So if you didn't want this whole situation and you're just like, I just need to write my bills down, what I got to do for the month. If you're a monthly planner, this right here would be perfect. You don't need all the razzmatazz. You just want to write down those important things. So that would be great for someone like you, if that's you. You can customize. I have a cover here from Cloth and Paper, and as you can see, I've kind of customized it. And so you can do that again, like with tip-ins and things like that. It comes with a pin loop, and I've just added a clip here and a little bow paper clip. I have some little ephemera in here, but that is the Pocket TN. Again, TN means traveler's notebook. And the last one I'm going to talk about is a spiral planner, or a coil bound planner. These typically you cannot do a lot. You cannot really necessarily customize it. You could if you have the punch and you want to make some things. A lot of people do it that way. Like I said, to my knowledge, recently people have learned to like customize their coil planners, and a lot of them come with your calendar. It's already set up for you. Now, this is not your typical planner, but I just wanted to use this as a reference because all my coil planners I've gotten rid of. But with the coil system, you can't really do a lot of customizing unless you have the punch and you have printer, you have paper, and all of that great stuff. So a lot of people use Coil because they know they like the way the planner is set up. They don't want to change it. And that's just my opinion. But a lot of people like Coil, and they do go in and customize it a little bit themselves. They just want everything together in one planner. And again, most Coil planners come with everything that you need. You'll see a lot of budget planners in this Coil system because it has your whole budget in there. All you got to do is just flip the page. If you're a type of person you don't want to think about decorating, you just want to buy somebody's planner already put together, Coil will be for you. Now, the problem with Coil is, I know for me, being in a Coil planner years ago, I couldn't stick with it. And I later realized I couldn't stick with it was because it just wasn't a part of me. I was over the design that was in there. It wasn't easy to carry like in a purse because most Coil planners are around about an A5 size. Sometimes they're a little smaller, but there's not a lot to it. When I found the community and found that I can customize my planners, that's when I stuck to planning. So if you want to really stick with planning this time, my personal opinion is to maybe try the disc planner or a Coil planner. A disc planner or either a ring planner where you can make it your own and put a little bit of you in there if you have trouble sticking to planning. But if you don't want to think about all of that and you want it to just come ready to go, Coil is for you. So, you guys, we've talked about Coil planners, who it's for. We've talked about TN planners and who that would be great for. Also, some people have TNs and ring planners. They kind of go together. Me, I use a little bit of everything in a TN. I have different preferences. I have different reasons for using a TN right. We've talked about disc. And as you can see, I've recently became a disc girl. We've talked about the different sizes, all the disc sizes. There's also a letter size in disc through Happy Planner that you could pick up at Michael's. And lastly, we talked about ring planners, the different sizes of rings, the A5 and the personal. There are other ring bound planners. I just don't own a lot. I do have like an A6 planner that's a ring bound, but there are so many sizes. But I wanted to introduce you guys to these sizes that are very popular for newbie planners. If you are a newbie planner, you're new to the planner community, do me a favor, leave me a leave me a green heart in the comment section to let me know that you're new to the community so that I can make sure that this series is geared towards you. And also let me know, what planner are you using now? So again, you guys, this is all I have for you today in part 1. I'll be doing it's going to be a 4-part series, maybe even 5. I just want to make sure that I cover everything, and especially things that I didn't know coming into the community. And I just want to be a help to those who are new so that you don't get overwhelmed by all the things, and then you'll be switching planners and you'll find out what really works best for you. Okay, you guys, if there's any questions, do me a favor, leave them in the comments section, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.